this is informative speaking. Informative speaking is an original speech written by the student, researched by the student, performed by the student. It's literally exactly what it is. What it says is that it's informative. So the student chooses a topic that is a little common place, something that we would all know about in general, but maybe going off of an angle of that or a specific part of that topic that you may or may not know of to kind of enlighten an audience. So our 2015 informative speaking entry is Junior Chassi Williams.
Every Saturday, I can't help but overhear my friends raving over the eye candy spotted at speech tournaments. And by eye candy, I mean the various guys and girls they've met and found captivating to their eyes. Having little to no knowledge on who the person was, they were able to express how they felt after coming in contact with the person. Now, while I must admit I'm guilty of this act myself, it sparked my interest into the technical laws of attraction and how sometimes it can turn into my chemical romance. And attraction is the feeling that we experience in our lives. Let's face it, we have all developed butterflies when we have come in contact with someone we've met. But those butterflies aren't released by the idea of love at first sight. Instead, they are actually sent by neurotransmitters working in the brain. So, to uncover this chemistry behind chemistry, we will explore the mechanics of attraction, experiment with its pros and cons, and finally, peep into a few implications of what it can mean for our future relationships. Famous rapper Drake said it best. I've got my eyes on you. You're everything that I see. I watch your high love and emotions endlessly. Now, despite his lameness, what Drake is saying actually describes the physiological response that happens when we feel attracted to another person. According to Marcia Cooper White in her 2013 Huffington Post article titled Facts About Human Attraction, it only takes 90 seconds for someone to become interested in a person they've just met. Typically, we begin to develop adrenaline that causes our hearts to race and catch butterflies in our stomachs. Those butterflies just happen to be neurotransmitters called monoamines, or MATs for short. Monoamines act to transmit signals of a nerve or neuron to a cell. Dr. Claude Milstein, in his book, Magnet and Steel, explains how these monoamines fall into three different parts: dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin. Dopamine remains the heart's racing. Serotonin serves as an important love chemical when it comes to attraction and can eventually lead someone into becoming lovesick. As well as sending signals to a cell, the monoamines will process the brain to evoke different behaviors. When attracted to someone, we sometimes elicit behavior patterns verbally and physically that we normally don't do. For instance, someone who is flirting with another person will subconsciously change stance, fidget with different parts of their body, and use double entendre. Like you. Do you like chocolate? Ice cream. Chocolate ice cream, anyone? What may happen at other times during attraction is that physical characteristics come into place, such as body language and appearance. During interaction, we adjust our body formations and become body critics. Men may smirk and throw their hands behind their heads, while women may use a higher pitch in their voice and giggle continuously. Men may like a woman with curves, while women prefer men with strong arms and a six-pack. Ooh. According to psychologist Peter Bivens in his article, Love at First Sight, within 5 minutes, a person is already critiqued on how physically attractive they are. With these ideas surrounding the process of attraction, it gives the interpretation of love a different meaning. So what's love got to do with it? Well, it means two things. One, there is a good chance that the person that's attracted to you has already tried to find you on Facebook. And two, that person may just happen to know where you live and where you sleep. By the way, nice pillowcases. Unfortunately, because monoamines allow us to become attracted to one another, it also means we can attract the wrong person and we can develop obsession. That's right, creepers. Helen Fisher notes in her book, The Anatomy of Love, that biology interacts with psychology and culture to help us pick out our mates. Someone may begin to feel attracted to you because they feel you are the one, but it's possible it's a mistake because your hormones sent off the wrong vibe. I'm sorry, Steve. It's not you or me. It's the transmitters. In this case, increased levels of bad transmission can cause the person you like to develop erotomania, leaving you with a fatal attraction. Unfortunately, maps don't send signals to the brain letting you know if the guy or girl sitting next to you is dangerous. Monoamines can be uncontrollable at times, and unintentionally would be by natural happenings, such as a little kid liking his babysitter, or a teen crushing on their teacher. Sometimes it may be by other scenarios. Biochemists in a 2012 Psychology Today study have found that the same transmitters used to attract the human are also effective on pigs. Oink! So, unless you want to wake up next to your bacon, I advise you send the right signals to someone of your same species. Too much attraction can result in an obsession with the person you have pulled yourself to and lead to intense lovesick feeling. According to social therapist Nancy Keegan, obsession is a negative byproduct of our transmitters in overload and can yield symptoms such as a loss of sleep and appetite. Still, the presence of the right amount of monoamines is yielded in such a way that can prevent harmful obsessions and addictions. For obvious reasons, the understanding of the chemistry behind attractions will be helpful in navigating us in meeting our future companions. With the understanding of these neurotransmitters, we can take this into account when distinguishing between our future baes and boos. Knowing why we attract each other can keep you safe when dating the right person. In a New English Review article by Thomas Schaff titled Genuine Romantic Love, Schaff notes that in order to qualify as genuine love, the sharing needs to be balanced between self and other. No one wants to be left knowing that the person they thought was the one turned out to be a Ray Rice or a Lorena Bobbitt. Besides, it's better to be safe than sorry. Maps are the communication system of the mind, body, and nervous system. We should be able to understand the way to connect people and how to get their attention. These monoamines are also helpful in making us connect with other people. Harry Reid states in his book on human relationships that 59 to 67% of people have encountered undesirable attractions. The monoamines give us the ability to control who and what gives into our gravitational pull. Also, cutting off signals to creepers, letting them know that you're just not that into them. More specifically, friend zoned. After a while, you get used to the continuous talk about speech boys and girls. And while I must say I did see my 50 Shades of Speech, he's in PIR, so that chemistry may not work. But by observing mechanics and attraction, experimenting with the meaning that it carries, and seeing how it can be interpreted in today's relationships, we have gained a full understanding of what it means to be attracted to someone and to have chemistry. And with the process in my mind today, I must ask, is your name Adam? Because I got my eye on you.